Okay, let's point out a really hardcore way you're being lied to, okay? I'm going to try to mention some people without naming any names or giving too much information. You know how all these people on YouTube and various sites have these affiliate links and you click on them and they get a kickback? Well, that's all fine. We all have bills to pay, right? You know, children to feed, except for me, I don't have children. However, I probably eat as much as a person and several children, right? I don't have any affiliate links, though. Imagine if, okay, let's follow the flow of this river here, will you? Okay, and if you got more than 4 brain cells, which I know you do, you'll come to full agreement with me at the very end of this, hope to be very short video. Imagine getting a meat recommendation off a butcher who is a hardcore vegan. It's like, hey, Joe the butcher there. You know, what's your recommendation for a good slab of meat? Oh, you know, I would recommend the prime rib. That's really, you know, it's like Joe is, you know, not eating a piece of meat in 30 years. He's a vegan. Would you take a meat recommendation off of somebody like that? Probably not if you were smart, or at least even halfway smart, even just that much smart. Let's point out some various specific examples. Imagine you were like part of like the largest channel on photography somewhere in the world. You know, it could be on any website. And like you left the company and then you made a YouTube video saying that you left. And this is not to single the person out. It's okay, you know. You said, you know, I'm making this video on my iPhone because I don't own a camera. Like, what the? WTF? Really? GTFO? You know what GTFO, right? Mean what? You know? So, you do all these reviews and recommendations, and yet you don't own a camera. So you have no passion for photography. None. You don't even own a camera. And I'm pretty sure, let me put 2 and 2 here together. 1, 2, 4, 8, divide by the 6, subtract. That means you're making some serious money. And it's to be sure that if you actually gave one hell about photography at all, you'd probably own at least 1 camera and a few lenses. If not, certainly more, right? It's like, I'm making some serious money doing YouTube stuff, but I don't own a camera. Really? Really? And I'm going to take your recommendation on photography stuff. Now, that's not to single any person out. It's not. Trust me. There's another huge website on photography, and I talked to this person, been talking to him now for some time. Won't give any specifics, so you can't figure it out. And I was like, you know, the new camera, you know, everybody's been testing it. You know, I've been testing it. It's like, are you going to buy one? I was like, why should I buy one, he says. He said, I've got no interest in buying it. I was like, yeah, but it's... You keep talking, you've been talking about this camera, you know, for ages, before it even came out, you know, telling everybody how awesome it is, and, you know, there are a lot of links to click on for, like, Amazon and various other places so they get monetary kickbacks, which is fine, alright, pay the bills, right, that's alright, you know, people have to make a living, but, you know, he's, no, I have no interest in buying the camera. It's not like you don't have the money. It's just like you just don't give a crap about photography, really. So you got this huge site, possibly, like about photography, and you know, the camera you've been talking about endless. You're not interested in buying it, you know, or even borrowing it, really, from what I could tell. Really? So I should be taking recommendations. You know, Fat Bald Tattooed Boy, you notice I keep bringing some of the same stuff out, because I actually paid for it and I own it. Not only that, most things I've tested, everything else is just like it. So not only am I deeply interested in it, but I've also got the competitive product, if it's really good. Unless it's a piece of junk, I don't own it. Like all the Fuji speedlights, for example, you know? It's like I own all the Nissan TTL-capable speedlights. I own a pair of these now, the Fuji EFX 500. So not only do I own this one, I've got own all the competitors. I make instructional videos and say, this is why you should get this one versus that one. I actually use the stuff. I pay for it with my own money. I'm not borrowing and renting it. Oh, wait, I tell you what, I talked to some, and this is okay. You know, it's okay. Talk to some other people, and they, you know, call up and they get free rental gear. You know, I have borrowed a couple things, but 98% of the videos I make, more than 98%, I actually own it and paid for it. No borrows, you know. I have had a couple borrow videos. You have to be honest about it. These people call up and they rent something and they'll make a review. You know, they'll use it for a few days and they'll send it back. You know, even if it's awesome, it's like, well, that's another review under my belt that I could post up, I could make money on. Let's say there's another person that I happen to know that, like, might have a site or something where they, like, talk about cameras and they sell a lot of camera stuff and whatnot, and I've talked to this person before. It's like, you know, this person, he or she, will say, you know, this lens was really great, but they don't really give a shit about photography, and they've pretty much said as much, almost in those words, you know, just don't care. It's like, don't care. Don't have an interest in photography. You know, some people are too busy, like me. You know, I mean, working on a book and a fourth edition of a book and another translation, answering the emails and comments. I mean, I have no time anymore for anything. I get out as much as I can. I have a gig in a museum where I get to take a picture of something specific, scientific specific. You know, I'm pretty sure that the guy that's making homemade light mods, that being me, I'm pretty sure I've got a passion about photography. You know, even if you think I'm an asshole, you're like, I don't like that guy. I've heard this said at a lot of places too. You know, this is kind of like exactly what people say. It's like, I don't like that, meaning me. I don't like that guy, but I don't feel like he's trying to sell me something. Which you're right. You know, if you buy a lens off of eBay or something like that, I mean, I don't make any money. I don't have a single affiliate link. I don't begrudge people that do have an affiliate link, you know? I personally think it's kind of scummy. Affiliate links. You know, click on this stuff so I get a kickback. Okay, fine, whatever. But you don't even own a camera and you got no passion for photography and you, generally speaking, don't give a poo about photography? You know, and why would I even... If I had 4 brain cells, why would I take a recommendation like that? Honestly, you ask yourself that. I don't care if you think I'm the damn devil. Ask yourself, you know? Would you take a meat recommendation off of a butcher who's a vegan? You know? Hey, what do you recommend there, Joe, you know? Joe don't know because he don't really, you know, he don't eat meat. Why are you watching gear reviews? These people don't own the gear. They don't care about it. In some cases, they don't even own a damn camera. And they can definitely, much more so than me, afford the camera. Much more so than me. Much more so. Like, making some serious money. Some serious hardcore money. So it's not like, you know, I'm too poor, I can't afford the camera. No, that crap ain't going on. That ain't going on. Do you feel the flow of this river? Do you kind of feel what I'm talking about here? If you don't, then I don't know how to answer that one. I'm not going to take meat recommendations off of a vegan butcher, and I don't give a damn what someone says about a lens or a camera that doesn't give a poop about photography, or in some cases, not only doesn't give a poop about photography, doesn't even own a damn camera. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong, huh? Look at my eyes. Tell me where I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. You know I'm right. If anybody of you out there say that I'm wrong, then, oh my God, you know, bless your heart. Bless your heart.